statements of P.O. Adai and John Badi are making, the so-called experts, are radicalizing the people of Kenya. And they will be radicalized because that is the way the government wants things to be done. Let me, again, is my very wish, respond to Kipchumba Murkomen. I've heard him. At any one time, there is a problem in Kenya trying to bring President Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua. Kipchumba Murkomen, for the record, Uhuru Kenyatta is not the president of Kenya. William Ruto is the president of Kenya. The buck stops with him. He cannot blame Uhuru Kenyatta for mismanaging the country, for destroying a country that was up and running. President Uhuru Kenyatta handed over a country that is working, with a working education system, working health system, with a country that was secure. 4 years down the line, there is no country. You keep on blaming President Uhuru Kenyatta, and you are asking Matatu owners, why didn't they go on strike when Uhuru Kenyatta was president? When Uhuru Kenyatta was president, fuel went only to 135 shillings. We are now over 240. The people of Kenya know the difference. And again, Ruto is president. Let him run the country. And you cannot keep on anytime there is a small problem. You start comparing the reign of Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. President Uhuru Kenyatta told the people of Kenya that his then deputy could not be trusted to run a country. We disobeyed him. We refused to buy that argument, I included. We are now paying for that. Uhuru knew because he had stayed with him. So Kipchumba Murkomen, leave Uhuru Kenyatta alone. He is not the president of Kenya. Uhuru Kenyatta is retired. Let Ruto carry his cross. He has mismanaged the country. When the country is burning, despite having been properly briefed that there are problems, and Kenya will come to a standstill, he left on an overseas trip in a private jet, I am told the most luxurious in the world, where you are paying 5 million shillings per hour. That jet that he left with is the epitome of luxury, with a full bedroom and a massage parlor and a spa with a jacuzzi, steam, sauna, and the massage parlor has 4 girls from Seychelles. He is enjoying when Kenyans are struggling in air. And then you are asking Kenyan that people have a problem with William Ruto because he's a Kalenjin. Kipchumba Murkomen, if you have forgotten, nobody has any problem with the Kalenjin nation. When the people of Kenya elected William Ruto as president, they knew he's a Kalenjin. If they had a problem with the Kalenjins, they would not have elected him. Nobody has a problem with William Ruto because he's a Kalenjin. People have a problem with William Ruto because he's incompetent. And he's not what he promised the people of Kenya to be. He has killed their children. He has abducted their children. He has ruined the economy. He has run down all businesses. He has taken over every business in the country. Banking, insurance, hospitality, aviation, medical, education. He is in competition with the Kenyan people for businesses, and he has run out all Kenyan businesses from business. So when you come and tell us that people did not oppose Uhuru Kenyatta, they are opposing William Ruto because he's a Kalenjin. When we elected him, we knew he was a Kalenjin. And nobody has a problem with the Kalenjin nation. It's a very dignified community with good people. People with proven track record who have served this country with this distinction. People don't have a problem with the Kalenjin nation. They have a problem with William Ruto. It's unfortunate he's a Kalenjin. There's nothing we can do about it. But don't tell the people of Kenya that. That is thinking people are stupid. People are not. People are very intelligent. And you cannot trivialize such a national crisis into tribalism. Oh, people have a problem with Ruto because he's a Kalenjin. No. It's not the Kalejins who have stolen from the people of Kenya. It's not the Kalejins who have killed our children. It's not the Kalejins who are making profit from fuel to the disadvantage of the Kenyan people. Please spare us that narrative. It cannot work. As for regarding Gachagua, you keep on threatening me so that I can keep quiet. Please be informed that I will speak for the people of Kenya, and I will speak the truth, and have a responsibility to tell the people of Kenya the truth. Yesterday, it was a circus. When there is such a national crisis, William Ruto is out of the country. He designates a blogger, Dennis Itumbe, to chair a meeting of such serious issue. The transport officials who were there were shocked that a meeting attended by the CS for National Treasury, the CS for Transport, and the CS for Energy and Petroleum was being chaired by a blogger, Dennis Itumbe. That is how casual William Ruto treats the people of Kenya. When the whole country is at standstill, the economy is paralyzed, nothing is going on in the country, he has the audacity to designate a blogger to chair a meeting to unlock the crisis. And that is a problem we have with the country. And many people have been asking me, how did we get here? And I have told them, William Ruto surrendered the leadership of the country to a blogger called Dennis Itumbe, a standard 2 dropout called Oscar Sudi, a standard 6 dropout called Farouk Kibet. Those are the people who run the country. Kindiki was in the country. He was not asked to chair the meeting. He's just another flower girl. The president doesn't think much of him. He asked Dennis Itumbe to go and chair the meeting. And that is what has been happening. And yesterday, principal secretaries and CEOs from the mountain called me crying that Dennis Itumbe is harassing them to raise $1 billion shillings to fund the Olkalao by-election. And every PS from the mountain has been forced to produce 20 million shillings to go and fund Olkalao by-election. Every CEO from the mountain has been asked to give 30 million shillings to fund the Olkalao by-election. And they are crying because they had to borrow similar amounts for the Bere by-election. Because these PSs and CEOs are arguing that ordinarily they would look for this money from contractors. But they cannot. William Ruto is the one who gives all the businesses to their state departments and their state corporations and deals with the contractors directly. So these PSs, these CEOs cannot ask for money from any contractor because they are dealing directly from William Ruto. So from Bere, they had to borrow the money from their friends. They are yet to pay. Now they are being intimidated. Dennis Itumbe has summoned them to an office. And you can't believe it, that the office that was purchased by government for retired President Mwai Kibaki, the third president of the Republic of Kenya, the greatest president Kenya has ever had, that office where Kibaki used to sit is where Dennis Itumbe is sitting. He is sitting on the chair Mwai Kibaki was sitting on. He is using the office that was being occupied by Mwai Kibaki. What disrespect to Mwai Kibaki and to the people of Kenya, that a blogger has been allocated the office that was occupied by the third president of the Republic of Kenya. And that is where the PSs and the CEOs of parastatals are being summoned by Dennis Itumbe. And he calls the president and puts him on speakerphone and says, I have told them your message. They are preparing. There's a lot of intimidation. PSs are crying. CEOs of parastatals are crying because of the level of extortion by William Ruto through Dennis Itumbe to fund by-elections in the mountain. This Dennis Itumbe, a blogger, is the one in charge of government, not Kindiki. When Ruto goes out of the country, he leaves Dennis Itumbe in charge. And you saw yesterday, the CS National Treasury is a very senior cabinet secretary with executive powers. But the meeting he is in is being chaired by Dennis Itumbe. Ordinarily, that meeting should have been chaired by the deputy president, the fake one. Or at least the head of the public service, Felix Kosgei. But William Ruto, because of despising the people of Kenya, designates a blogger, Dennis Itumbi, to chair a meeting to unlock a crisis in his country when he is wallowing in luxury, in private jets, being massaged in air. That is the kind of joke that we have in our country. I want to ask the PSs and the CEOs not to give that money for Olkalau and to go to their offices and work. They are telling me they have been told to camp in Olkalau to go and campaign. Most of them are saying they don't even know how to campaign. They have never participated in politics. Each has been allocated a polling station and told to give money and go and campaign for the UDA candidate in Olkalau. They are all working at the